In this family full of selfish people, one of them has to die so that others could live. If not, they will all be in trouble.
Before we continue, please like this video, subscribe and hit the notification bell for more videos like this. Thank you.
Due to overpopulation on Earth, the government made a law that $1 million will be given to any family that volunteers one person to be killed so as to reduce overpopulation. Some families who are in very need of money volunteered some people and they were compensated with $1 million even though it pained them that their loved one died. In the house of a political family in the United States, a man named Godfrey and his wife, who is an Asian, can be seen watching the news on the television. Godfrey's wife died some years after giving birth to his last born, and so he married Lorne, the Asian woman. The person being interviewed in the television is Paul, one of Godfrey's son. In the interview asked him if his family is going to volunteer someone to be killed as a sacrifice to save the human race, and Paul, who is a very selfish man and who cares very much about his image, answered the interview that his son will be volunteering. Godfrey was angered by what Paul answered after watching the interview on the television. After the interview, Paul drove to his father Godfrey's house. Godfrey summoned all his children to his house for a family meeting, and so his children started coming to his house one after the other. Jack, who is an adopted son of Godfrey, can be seen standing near Godfrey's house. He seems to be nervous and couldn't gather himself to enter the house. He called his girlfriend and told her that he can't enter the house. His girlfriend tried to persuade him to go, but when she saw that he really didn't want to go, she told him to come back home so that they could cuddle and watch movie. Jack agreed, but as he was about to leave the place, he saw his elder sister Sophie. Sophie, who saw that Jack was speaking with a girl, was angry with him for keeping his girlfriend a secret from her. Jack apologized to her and told her that he will not hide anything from her again. Sophie accepted the apology and drove to their father's house. When they got there, they were all served with food cooked by their stepmother Lorne. As they were eating, their father told them that he is sorry for not being a good father to them when they were growing up. He told them that he has been selfish over the years, but right now he wants their family to come together and love each other like a normal family. He said many emotional things to them which made his children to suspect that he is going to tell them something bad because they knew that their father will not act so lovely on a normal day. Jack interrupted their father and told him to go straight to the point and that they know that he didn't call them to dinner just to tell them that he is sorry. Seeing that he has been seen through, Godfrey told them that the reason he called them together is to announce to them that he has registered their family as one of the family that will volunteer a single person to be killed as a sacrifice for the human race because of the overpopulation that is causing famine. All of them, we are all shocked and angered upon hearing that their father has already registered their family as one of the family that will sacrifice a person to be killed in order to reduce population. Jack was very angry that he left the dining room. Paul told his father that he is very selfish and that the reason why he registered their family is to get a good reputation for his own selfish reason. The rest of the children, including Sophia and Janet, also left angrily. Later that day, Godfrey and all his children gathered in the sitting room. They were anxiously waiting because they knew that soon the people sent by the government will come to kill 2 people from their family because Godfrey registered 2 people, and so 2 people will be killed in their family and $2 million will be given to them. They were all restless because they knew that 2 people among them will die tonight, and once registered it cannot be cancelled. Paul started speaking, trying to convince them that Jack should be used as a sacrifice because he is an adopted son and he has not been useful to the family ever since he was adopted, and also because he is disabled. His father refused and told him not to say that again because Jack is his brother, but Paul insisted and told them that everyone in the room knows that what he is saying is true. Just then they saw a letter. The letter was left by Lorne. When they read the letter, they realized that Lorne has already escaped, and in the letter, she wrote that she is not ready to die yet. Godfrey became frustrated and told his children that he initially planned with Lorne to die together, but now that Lorne has escaped, one other person has to be added to him to make them 2. Just then there was a knock in their door. They opened the door and saw that it was people sent by the government. The leader of the people that came is James, a ruthless character who loves seeing people die. When he came into the house, he told Godfrey and his family that he has come to collect the 2 life which they registered. Godfrey tried to plead with him to cancel the registration and that he no longer wants to sacrifice any member of his family, but James told him that it cannot be undone and that the only solution is to obediently give him 2 persons from his family to be killed. If not, all the wealth and properties of his family will be taken and he will be imprisoned for life. Godfrey had no other option than to agree to be killed. Before he died, he advised his children to always stick together and that together they can do all things. James told him that once he gives him an injection he will slowly fall asleep and never wakes up again. He gave him the injection and Godfrey slowly fell asleep. James praised Godfrey's family for sacrificing one of them and then left, but just as he left the door, he came back and told them that one more life is remaining. Godfrey's children were shocked and told him that they have already offered their father and that he should consider them, but James told them that they registered for 2 lives and so 2 lives must be taken from their family and that it cannot be undone. He told them that he is giving them 2 hours for them to decide on who to sacrifice, and then he left with Janet's daughter. All Godfrey's children were confused. They all went to their room to think. After thinking for some time, they all came back to the living room. Paul started speaking and told all of them that Jack is the one that is supposed to be sacrificed because he has not been useful to the family since he was adopted. Janet started speaking. She told them that even though they are family, they have never been close together as family and that she is even closer to the person that fixed her nails than to them. She brought out a knife to kill Jack, but Jack dodged it. Sophie tried to defend Jack, but Janet told her that she might be the one to be sacrificed if they don't sacrifice Jack. She reminded Sophie of her dream to become an actress, and Sophie turned to their side after listening to Janet. The 3 of them all ganged up on Jack trying to kill him, but he defended himself on time. He used his working stick and hit Janet, took down Sophie and Paul and then ran into another room and locked the room. After staying in the room for some time, he heard a knock in the room. He went and opened the door and it was Sophie. Sophie apologized to him for betraying him. She told him that she is sorry and that it won't happen again. She blamed herself, calling herself selfish. Jack was touched and forgave her. Jack told her that he is going downstairs and Sophie told him that she will follow him because it is dangerous for only him to go out. As both of them came out of the room, Jack saw a picture of him and Sophie when they were small. He started admiring the picture with nostalgia, telling Sophie that when they were small was the most wonderful moment in their family and that now that they're grown they all turned into enemies. Just then, Paul and Janet came behind him and stabbed a knife in his hand, pinning his hand to the wall. It was then that Jack realized that Sophie planned with Jack and Janet to bring him out so that they can kill him together. Jack looked at Sophie with disappointment and Sophie looked down with guilt written all over her face. They tried once more to kill him, but Jack successfully overpowered him and ran into a room. Janet followed him into the room, but he pushed her down and ran out. But as he ran out, Sophie, who was hiding behind a wall, hit him a stick on his head and he lost consciousness. The 3 of them gathered around him trying to kill him, be it when they remembered that Jack could have killed them when he took them down, but he chose not to kill them. They couldn't bring themselves to kill him. Just then, they heard noise outside and they went outside to know who it was. When they got outside, they saw that it is Jack's girlfriend. Jack's girlfriend was shouting, asking them where Jack is. And when she didn't get any reply, she ran out to call for help, but James signaled his men and he shot her dead. Sophie and the rest were shocked and went back inside. When they got back, they saw that Jack is no more where they tied him. They started looking for him again, and Jack, who was hiding, took them by surprise and took them down. They were all wounded by Jack and they started apologizing to Jack and even started offering themselves for the sacrifice. But Jack told them that none of them will die. He told them his plan and they all agreed. They called James and told him that they have already killed one of them. James saw Sophie's dead body and was happy. One of James' men walked past where Sophie was laying down and Sophie immediately got up and stabbed him with a knife. Jack also rushed and placed a knife on Jame's neck. More of James' men rushed in, but seeing that their boss has been captured, they all dropped their guns. James warned them that he is working for the government, but they told him that the government didn't tell him to be killing people by force. Jack and the rest took James inside and laid him on a bed. Jack begged them to not kill him, but they didn't listen and injected him with the same drug he injected their father, and he slowly fell asleep. The end. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe and hit the notification bell for more videos like this. Thank you.